What's good, YouTube? That back again once again, and today it's Thursday, so you're gonna be doing another Pokemon Top 5 all lined up ready to go for you guys. Now, last week we had a choice between other Top 5 gym leaders or Top 5 rivals slash acquaintances slash buddies on your adventure, and I guess you guys stuck with the OCD theme, and we're going to go with Top 5 gym leaders this week. To an extent, though, this week's Top 5 is not based off of just facts, it's based off of opinions. I know it's that big bad O word, we say this every single week, but it's based off opinions. It's not just their team, it's not just their design, it's not just their typing of their gym or whatever. It's based off a culmination of things. And at the end of the day, if you don't agree with it, then by all means leave your own list of Top 5 gym leaders in the comment section below. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this week's Top 5, the Top 5 gym leaders. Starting off our countdown this week in the number 5 slot, we have Clement from the Kalos region, being the 5th gym leader there. Wait, is he 5th or 6th? He's 5th. He's 5th. Right. I get so lost because there's such a large gap at the beginning of the. There's the bug, rock, fighting, grass, yeah, he's the 5th one. Okay, for some reason I thought Ramos was the 5th one. I don't know why. But either way, Clement is in the number 5. He's the 5th gym leader, and he's the number 5 slot this week. Before we get into Clement, though, I want to go ahead and say there are a lot of runner-ups. This is a very, very hard list for me to do. Possible gym leaders that I really want on this list, but I can only choose 5, are Crasher Wake, Brock, Volkner, I love Volkner, Watson, and Norman, but unfortunately they didn't make the cut this time around. But anyway, in the number 5 slot we have Clement, and the reason that I wanted Clement in the number 5 slot is, especially surprisingly, especially for the generation he came from, which for most people is considered the easiest generation, I feel like he had the most strategy behind what he did. Like, well, I don't know, I guess you could say there are other gym leaders that could like set up, like Winona and Juan from 3rd gen with Dragon Dances on their Pokemon and whatnot, but still, like, I don't know, I did the X Wonderlock a couple months ago, and he used electric terrain, and it's like, that's so far, I don't know, I was just so blown away, like, mid-battle when I realized what happened. I don't know, maybe it's just something I wasn't expecting, but just Clement, him of himself, I was just like, wow, he's actually a gym leader that's trying to win, and this is not a Triano hack or something like that, you know what I mean? He wasn't just a pushover per se. But either way, the electric terrain that he pulled in that LP really impressed me a lot. But I like him in the anime. He's a great character, I love him a lot, and I just love the crazy, kooky, wacky design that he has. Like, he's this electric gym leader, and he actually has things that resemble, like, mechanical parts coming out of, you know what I'm saying? Like, other gym leaders in the past, like, I guess you could say Surge kind of sort of had his hair, unless they didn't really have much. I guess you could say she had like electric cords or something that just resembles what they are, you know what I mean? And with with Clement, he actually has like mechanical things coming out of him. You know, he's I don't know, just everything about him is cool. And I like the fact that he's a kid too. He reminds me a lot of Misty in this sense. Well, probably because they both went with Ash in the anime, but still, it's just he's a kid that's super duper smart, and he knows what he's doing as a gym leader. So he's number 5 this week. In the number 4 slot, we're going to go from 6th gen, from Kalos, all the way back to 1st gen to Kanto, and we're going to go with the whip-wielding maestress herself, Sabrina. Sabrina, I loved ever since Gen 1. She's probably one of, if not my favorite Gen 1 gym leader. That's very, very hard to say because there's Brock and Blaine as well, but Sabrina, all the way from green version where she had that broken Alakazam that would spam recover, when she had that whip as her trainer sprite, she probably had the most changes to her trainer sprite out of anybody. She went from the whip to the little top to the full out suit in the Pokemon and TCG and everything like that, and then in the anime she was psyched out in the anime. She's the reason that my favorite anime episode in the anime happened, when Ash had to go to the haunted tower to get the haunter, and he had Gengar, you know? I love it so much. Even in the anime, she was crazy powerful because she took Ash and put him in a toy world. Like, that's some crazy stuff. That's some crazy stuff. So whenever I think of psychic types like Tate and Lisa, y'all are cool and whatnot, but you gotta bow down to Sabrina. She is the OG Gen 1 psychic type master, and she will crack that whip anytime she wants her attention. So in the number 4 slot this week, we have Sabrina. Claiming the number 3 slot, we have another powerful female gym leader, and in the number 3 slot, we have Claire from 2nd gen Johto. You guys know I love Claire. She's one of my favorite gym leaders for you. That's why she's in the top 5 list. She's so powerful. It's like, when it comes to Claire, like, I will parallel her to like Cynthia, in the sense that it's like, she knows what she's doing. She's got everything under control. She's a powerful, powerful trainer. It's funny that they both use dragon types. And I love how they brought her back in the anime in 5th gen. What was it, Best Wishes or whatever the name of the series was called? How they brought her back again. It just goes to show, prove her prowess as a trainer once more. She's Lance's cousin. Is she Lance's cousin, if I'm not mistaken? She's related to Lance, who's the Dragon Master himself. Like, she wields so much power. It kind of sort of sucks that she acted like a crybaby after you beat her. You know, she acted like Whitney, which is kind of funny how they had 2 female gym leaders in 2nd gen, both refused to give you badges and they start crying over it. But it is what it is. Either way, Claire, her ace is one of my favorite Pokemon, Kingdra as well. If you guys saw my my top 10 favorite Pokemon list, Kingdra, I don't want to spoil it for you what position it was, but it is on there. And I just love Claire. And Claire is so... It's one of those things where you've seen me say this on top 5 before, where they just leaves me speechless. Claire is number 3 this week because she's just so strong. She's a strong female trainer that don't need no badge. You know what I mean? She's number 3 this week. Coming into number 2 slot, you guys should have seen this one coming. We're still in Johto. In the number 2 slot, we have Morty. Morty has been my favorite for a very, 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 very long time. For obvious reasons, he's got a Gengar. He is the original, well, I wouldn't say he's the original Gengar trainer, because technically Agatha had a Gengar. But then again, there's that fan fiction that Agatha is Morty's grandmother and yada yada yada. But either way, Morty for me was always that OG Gengar trainer. Gengar was his ace. And he was like he was so, because you never expected it when you were a kid when you played through GlitchxCity, because like when you first walked into GlitchxCity, you got this weird vibe from it, and I love that vibe that GlitchxCity gives off. I really, really do. The music, I went to Pokemon Symphonics, you guys know that, and I saw them play GlitchxCity's theme live. It is so, it hits you right here, it hits you right here, but still, you don't really know what to get from GlitchxCity, because it's like, there's the legendary dogs are there, Ho-Oh's there, then you have the kimono girls. It's like, what is this gym gonna be? And you walk in for the first time, and you see a Gengar, and it's just, I love it so much. And Morty, just himself, he's like this like wise beyond his years type of person. And a lot of people parallel me to that from time to time. And it might sound kind of cocky, but that's what people tell me. So it's like I can kind of sort of connect to Morty in that sense. It's like we both have our favorite Pokemon, Gengar, and we're both in that sense where it's like Morty sees beyond what's happening right now. And it's not in like a spooky astral ghost type of way. It's just like he's got a goal. Well, of course he's got a goal. He wants to be willing to meet Ho-Oh or Suicune or whatever it is. He says it in the gym. But like, you know, he knows what he's doing. Like, he understands that battling Pokemon, like, that's a test of willpower and strength. But like, that's not the only purpose in life. You know what I mean? Like, Morty is just chill. He's cool. He's number 2 this week. Coming into the number 1 slot this week, ladies and gentlemen, the definition of power. You hear me say powerful a lot all the time. But this trainer right here, this gym leader right here, personifies it to a T. In the number 1 slot, ladies and gentlemen, we have Clay. And the thing that really, really impresses me the most about Clay, it's one dignifying event. I'm sure you guys already know what I'm about to say, because besides that, he's really just a regular gym leader. Like, you know, he manages his city, he protects what he needs to protect. You know, he's keeps a watchfly over the Driftvale Drawbridge or whatever it's called. But the one thing that really stood out to me was in 5th gen, in black and white, not black 2, white 2, in black and white, when you go up into End's Castle and it surrounds the Pokemon League, and you know all the ladders come shooting down, all that stuff, and you walk in there and the sages are there trying to impede your progress. Hold of the Light Stone, hold of the Dark Stone, whatever it is, whatever, depends on what version you're playing. They try to impede your progress. Who is it that shows up and brings all of the Unova gym leaders, with the exception of Chili Crest and whatever his name is? They didn't show up probably because there's 3 of them. But still, Clay rallied all those gym leaders together, and he led the charge into End's Castle. And that one moment on the screen, when all those gym leaders are standing there by your side, that is so powerful, and all credit goes to Clay for that. Drayden was right there backing him up too. That's when he said, hold on the Light Stone, continue on to face the Prince N, or whatever his name is. That moment, you cannot lie to me. You cannot lie to me. When you saw that, when you played through 5th gen for the first time, that was so powerful, and I don't care. I don't think they've had a moment like that in the Pokemon games since. I don't think anything in 6th gen, nothing in 4th, 3rd, 2nd, or 1st gen can measure up to that at all. I mean, don't get me wrong, in Heart Gold Soul Silver, when Lugia came out of the waterfall, when Ho descended from the sky, that was strong. That was powerful. When first gen, when you were forced to walk along that room up to Lance, that was powerful. That was powerful. Oh my lord, in 6th gen, when the whatchamacallit, device shot into the air and came right back down, that was powerful! But nothing, in my opinion, measures up to when Clay and the rest of the gym leaders finally did their job. Because, I mean, there's no police. You don't see Officer Jenny outside of, what, like, first gen, the 5th Fire Red Leaf Green or whatever? There's no police. So the law of the land is the gym leaders themselves. When they walked in, that was such a defining moment in Pokemon for me. I was like, oh, there you go, Clay! There you go, Clay! Let's go! But besides just that, besides just storyline purposes, Clay, I love the fact that his entire gym is a mining operation. You know, he's making money on the side at the same time as being a gym leader, being the boss OG man that he is. And on top of that, in the regular games, he's got Extra Drills and Ace. I love Extra Drill. And then in Triano ROM hacks, everybody knows Clay as the Lock Killer. Why? Because in 5th gen, since weather is permanent, he leaves with a power down, gets the Sand Stream up. He's got a Sand Rush, Extra Drill. Sand Rush doubles Extra Drill speed, which makes him like base 170 something. I don't know what it is on the top of my head. I think Extra Drill's base speed is 88. It's 160. Was it 176? Don't get on me if my math is wrong. I'm not good at math. But it outspeeds everything on your team. Gets the sword dance up. It wrecks. Clay and his Extra Drill are so powerful in 5th gen. Clay is my favorite gym leader. I'm sure you guys just saw me nerd the hell out just now, but still, Clay, I love him. He's #1 this week. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to go ahead and wrap up our. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to go ahead and wrap up our top 5 gym leaders. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to go ahead and wrap up our top 5 gym leaders. If you guys enjoyed this week's top 5, make sure you smash that like button down below for us, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. And make sure you share with us your own top 5 gym leaders in the comment section below. Now, when it comes to next week's top 5, we have the loser from last week coming back. The top 5 rivals slash important well, I won't say important trainers, top 5 rivals slash acquaintances, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. Top 5 rivals or top 5 moves. This has been one that a lot of you guys have been asking since, like, the incarnation, is that the right word? Incarnation of this series. If it's not, then I look stupid. By the way, since the beginning of the series, you guys have been asking, so many people have been asking me to do top 5 moves. I'm just like, okay, let's do it! So, next week we have the choice on the top 5 rivals or top 5 Pokemon moves. Let us know what your vote is in the comment section below. Share with us your own top 5 gym leaders in the comment section below as well. And of course, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you smash that like button down below for us, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much for your support on the top 5 series. Thank you for checking out the video. You know me, YouTube 182. I'm out.